Okay, welcome to Analysis and Design of Algorithm class, dear students. So, we are discussing divide and conquer in the previous class. Okay, so we'll continue our discussion now. So, in the previous class, we have made some discussions on quicksort. Okay, so a merge sort, how the merge sort will work. So, and as well as the mechanism of the divide and conquer, considering a problem of size n, dividing the problem of size n into its sub problems, like sub problem 1 and sub problem 2. Sub problem 1 will be of size n by 2, and once again, sub problem 2 will be of size n by 2. When you combine the sub solution of these two sub problems, you are going to get actual solution. So, this is how divide and conquer will work. Today, we will discuss the three type of problems in divide and conquer. That is a quicksort. Then we have to discuss binary search. Then we will take the binary traverses. So first we will take the binary, quicksort. I'm going to share the PPT. So this is quicksort. Okay. So the name itself gives the meaning. So this is the sorting mechanism, which is very very efficient because the mechanism involves sorting process very faster. Okay. So that is why the name has been given quicksort. So how it works? Let us discuss. So if you consider a given array, okay, an array has been divided into two portions. Once again, first half and second half, and we are going to divide a separate element, so called as pivot element. So this pivot element is also called as partitioning element. So by default, it is always the first element. Next, rearrange the list so that the elements in the first S positions are smaller than or equal to the pivot element, and all the elements in the remaining n minus n positions are larger than or equal to the pivot element. So whatever the elements in the first half, we should maintain them. So this is the first half, this is the second half. So whatever the elements present in here, so we should maintain that these elements are smaller than the pivot element, and whatever the elements in the remaining half must be higher than the pivot element. Then if you keep the pivot element in between, the sorted, we are going to get a sorted array. So this is the algorithm for the partitioning, like dividing a array into subarray. So partitions a subarray by using its first element as a pivot. So first element will be always declared as a pivot element. Then a subarray 1, that is A of L to R, left to right. L means left, R and the right. Of A of 0 to n minus 1, that is the entire array, is defined by its left and right indices, L and R indices. And when you complete your when you sort the sorting is over, the output what you are going to get is a partition. So of A of L of R with the split position is written as the function's value. For example, if you take P is equals to A of L, means the extreme left element will be stored in the pivot element, and I will be taken as left position, and J will be taken as R plus 1, that is right extreme. So now you repeat this process. Repeat I is equals to j plus 1 to A of I is greater than or equal to p, because whatever the elements which are present in the left, okay, they are always greater than the pivot element, and whatever the elements which are present in the right, another half, second half, they will be always smaller. This is less than or equal to, due to some print mistake, it is not printed over here. Then we swap. Then you swap A of I and A of j. So until I is greater than or equal to j, this process will continue until I exceeds j. Then once it exceeds, then swap a of I and a of j, and swap a of l, that is a of f and a of j, and return the value of. So this is the analysis of a quicksort. It is once again, since all the divide and conquer mechanism they are measured in terms of logarithmic function. The best case will be always theta of n log n. Worst case will be theta of n square. Average case will be theta of n log n. So this is the quicksort mechanism. The next is binary search. So how the binary search will work? So we have an array here once again. A of 0 to A of m minus 1 will be taken as an array. And this element, A of m, is nothing but mid ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. A of m ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ m indicates mid. So when we are making a comparison, key will be taken as an input. So this key element will be immediately compared with the A of mid. The first element, the first comparison will be made with respect to the mid element. So divide the entire array into once again two halves. First half, second half, and when you are going to compare the array, the exact in between element will be taken. That is, A of mid will be compared. If it is successful, okay, if it is successful, the algorithm will immediately stop by returning the search is successful. Otherwise, if it is unsuccessful, then the key element will be compared with the A of m. If the key element is smaller than A of mid, the search will continue in the left region. On the other hand, if the key is greater than A of mid, then the search will continue in the right hand side. So here what we are going to do, we are going to reduce the search area. Now search area na kadme ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. When you reduce the search area, the process becomes more and more optimal. So that is why otherwise continue the searching by the same method, that is A of 0 to m minus 1. 0 to m minus 1 on the left. Then m plus 1 to n minus 1 on the right half. So this process, so the search process will decide based on the value of key. If the key is smaller than A of mid, search will continue in the left region. If the key is greater than A of mid, search will continue in the right side region. Okay? So this is the algorithm for the binary search, and this is the efficiency. So let us define now by taking an example. So we'll take the example of the binary search. Okay, so the binary search. First we'll take a array here. So approximately some element will be taken here. So like we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So this is the array. Okay. So now we are going to take mid. Mid key is equals to taken as A of, this is array A. Okay. So A of mid. So mid will be calculated, that is mid is equals to left plus R by 2. So here if you take this is L and this is the R. Okay. The positions can be given like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And now what you can say, so the L value may be taken from 1 also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, and 8. So that is so 1 plus 8 by 2. So it means 9 by 2 means 4.5. So which is approximately it has 4 if you round up. Okay. So next that is the key element will be taken as that is A of mid will be taken as A of 4 because mid is equals to 4. So means this value will be taken. Okay. So this will be taken. So that is the first half will be taken as this region and second half will be taken as this region. Suppose if the key element what we are searching, if the key element what we are searching, if it is 30, okay, assume if the key element we are searching is 30. Okay, so if the key element what we are searching is 30, so since the comparison first will be taken, that is whether key is equals to A of mid. So A of mid is, suppose the key value is 30, 30 is equals to A of mid. Mid value is 4, which is equals to 40. So 30 is not equal to 40. So that is why it is a, the first step is unsuccessful. Next, the value that is this 30 will be compared since 30 is less than 40. Okay, so 30 is less than 40. So search will continue in the first half. This is the first half. And this will be the second half. So the search will only continue in this first half by ignoring the second half. The second half will be never considered. So now once again we have the first half. The first half lies like that. It is 10, 20, 30, and 40. So now once again this will be taken as a left and right. So recursively once again, so this will be subdivided now. So once again mid will be taken. Mid is equals to, so that is 0. Suppose this is 1 and 4 and 1 plus 4 by 2, that is 5 by 200, 2.5, which is approximately equal to maybe you can put either 2 or 3. It is always better you can go for 3. Then so this is the 3 means this is 2, this is 3. So now once again the element will be compared, that is key, whether key is equals to A of mid. So they have mid, so A of mid ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 3 ಬಂದಿದೆ. Okay. So if you go like this, value of A of 3 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ it is correct. That is key element is also correct. So it is a successful search. So otherwise, once again, this will be divided into 2 regions. That is first half and second half, and the value will be compared. If it is smaller or greater, the search will continue. So hence the process is dividing. So everything depends on logarithm. So log n plus 1 base 2 will be the time complexity of this, because the division will always work on logarithmic function. So we have n number of n is input size, plus 1 means we have to make the comparison for each and every value in the mid position. So that is the plus 1. So totally log n base 2 will be the time complexity of this binary search. The same thing has been given over here also. So analysis of binary search, we have best case, worst case, and of course average case. The best case is best case means in the first attempt only you are going to get the key element. So this will happen only if and only if the key element what you are searching, it is the mid element. Okay? Suppose if it is a mid element, in the first attempt only what we are going to get the first comparison will be true, and and successful search will be returned. On the other hand, what is the worst case? Worst case ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ either the element is present in the extreme left or in the extreme right, because the process of subdivision of the array has to continue until until and unless a single element will be present in the subarray. So that is why the search will be worst in case of the key element is present either in the first position or in the last position. So that is the about the worst case. And some of the other examples for divided conquer, like storage of optimal storage on tapes or sorted arrays. So this is all some of the examples of divide and conquer. Next, we shall go to the binary tree traversals. Dear students, whether you are, can you see this PDF? Can you see the PDF? PDF ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಫೈಲ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ? Dear students? Okay. So binary tree. Okay. So this is once again one of the methodology what we have already studied in your graduations. Have you studied degree lista data structure in the binary trees, traversals?
Yes, sir.
Data structures are all BCA ದಲ್ಲಿ it is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we see the divide. Thank you. So we see how this divide and conquer technique can be applied to either the binary trees. It is a binary tree. We will always represent a binary tree by T. T is a variable or it's a symbol which is used to represent a binary tree. So it is always defined as a finite set of nodes. Means whatever the nodes which are present in the binary tree, they are finite, means countable. And that is either empty or consist of a root and two disjoint binary trees. That is ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ binary tree ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರೂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ TL ಮತ್ತೆ TR ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. TL ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸಬ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, TR ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಸಬ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. This is how we can solve. TL ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸಬ್ ಟ್ರೀ, TR ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಸಬ್. So itself, the definition itself divides an array or a binary tree into two smaller structures of the same type. The subtree and the right subtree, many problems about the binary trees can be solved by applying the divide and conquer technique. See, we can solve many of the related problems like tree traversals and all these things by using the divide and conquer. For example, let's consider a recursive algorithm for computing the height of a binary tree. So what is the height of a binary tree? It is nothing but the path, isn't it? The path from the root node to the either to the right subtree or to the left subtree to the extreme leaf node. Okay, so that path is called as the height of the binary tree. That can be also evaluated by using the recursive relation. That is what the computing the height of a binary tree. So recall that the height is defined. So what is the height of a binary tree? It is nothing but the length of the longest path. The length of the longest path. Suppose if this is the root, this is the terminal node, this may be a terminal node. So whatever the nodes in between, vertices, we have to travel all of them and we have to reach the terminal node. So that is what the longest path from the root to a leaf. So hence it can be computed as a maximum of the height of the root's left and right subtrees plus 1. plus 1 because what you have to do, you have to visit the root node also. So that is why plus 1. So also note that the convenient to define the height of the subtree by using this algorithm. So this algorithm, the name of the algorithm is height, and the input is a tree. Okay. So input is a binary tree and output is a height of the tree. Suppose if the t is null, okay, if this is null symbol, then return -1 means there is nothing, no tree is present. On the other hand, if the tree has been given, valid tree has been given, so else return maximum of either left, t left, or maximum of uh, t right. Then you add +1 because you have to visit the root node also. So for this, if you consider this is the recurrence relation, okay, the recursive relation for evaluating the height of a binary tree. So A is a function of n of t. N is input size, t n for the tree is equals to A of n of t of left, A of n of t of left plus A of n of t of right plus 1 for n of t greater than 0. Okay. So this is the recursive relation for the height of a binary tree. So A of 0 is equals to 0 means if there is no tree, okay, the height is also 0. So this is the recurrence relation. So these are the examples. Let us take an example here. So first we will, before that, what we are going to do, we are going to take the process of visiting. This is called as a traversal. What is pre-order traversal? What is in-order traversal and post-order traversal? Let us discuss already. So shall I rub this? Yes, yes. Is understandable?
Yes, sir.
ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ವಿಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ?
Visible ಇದೆ sir.
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Can you see this? ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ?
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ sir.
Thank you. So there are three types of traversals. First one is so called as pre-order ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. And second one is called as in-order ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. And third one is so called as post-order. Can anybody give me the traversal of these three? What is pre-order? How it works? How the process of visiting will be done? Okay. In case of pre-order, the route is visited before left and right subtrees. ನೋಡಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, pre-order traverse ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೂಟ್ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿಸಿಟೆಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ರೂಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ದೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್, ದೆನ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ pre-order. Similarly, in order ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, the route is visited after visiting the left subtree. So left subtree will be visited, but before visiting the right subtree. So left after left, we are going to visit the root. Then we have the right. Next, in case of post order, the root is visited after visiting. Okay, after visiting the left and right. So we have left, we have right, then we have a root. So this is the traversal mechanism. Okay, so this is the traversal mechanism. So this is the three types of traversals. That is the pre-order, in order. Similarly, we have post-order. Okay? So three types of what we can say traversal process. Next thing is, so we will take an example. So we have a tree here, A, B, we have C, we have D, then we have E, then we have G, okay, then we have, yeah. So this is the binary tree. So we have to write the pre-order. Then we have to write in order. Then we have to write the post traversal process. Okay. So you have to write these things. Can anybody tell me? ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೀ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಬರೋಣ ಪ್ರೀ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ರೂಟ್ ರೂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ
A.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು
A.
ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ಇದು
A.
ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೂಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ರೂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಬಿ then we have another root here okay D. Then after root we shall go for left. There is no left over here, so but we have right here, that is D. Then the root is visited, okay, root is visited, so what remains? Right, it is E. Then this root is also visited, okay. So then after we should go for left and right is visited, but the C is also a root. So C is also a root, so that is why C will be taken. Then after root we have left. Yes. So A, B, D, G, E, C, F. A, B, D, G, E, C, F. ಇದು ಯಾರಿಗಾರ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳೋಣ. Have you understood this A, B, D, G, E, C, F? ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ.
Understood, sir.
Okay. Next we shall go for in order. In order once again ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. First we have to like visit left, then we have to visit root, then we have to visit right. Okay. So left root ಮತ್ತೆ right ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. So ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ left ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So since this is a root now, so we cannot take. We have to go for left. But left, if you come this as a left, but it's also a root for someone else, so that is why we cannot take this. Once again, if you come here, so this is also a root for someone, so but there is no left over here. Okay. So the thing is, you have to first visit left, then you have to go for root. Since there is no left here, you have to take the root. Root is D. Then after the root, we shall go for right. Right side is G. Okay. So now we should come back here. So left has been visited. Then we have to visit the root, isn't it? The root for this one is B. Then after root we shall go for right. After root, we shall go for right, that is E. Then we shall once again go to the root. Okay, so left one is already visited. So then we have to visit the root. Then we have to go for, once the root is over, we shall go for the right. So if you consider this, so this will be the root. Okay, so this will be the root. So next, B is already visited because left is already visited. So what is right? Right is C. So but C is a root for F4. So that is why left will be taken first. That is F will be taken. Then finally C will be taken. So D G B E A F C. D G B E A F C. So have you understood, or we need any more clarity or explanation once again? ಹೇಳಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ?
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನಪ್ಪ?
ಹಾ
Yes,
Have
ಸರ್.
you
sir.
understood? ಹಾ, ಓಕೆಪ್ಪ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ, ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ Dear students, am audible?
Sir.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Sorry, some disturbance, network problem. Okay, fine. So next we shall go for the post-order traversal. So post-order traversal, we have once again left, right, and root. So left, then go to the right, then go to the root. So if you come here, okay, so this will be taken as the root. So this is taken as the left, but it is also a root for someone else. So if you go here, once again it's a root. Then you come here, there is no left here, but we have right here. So right is G. So after right, we shall go for root. That is D. Okay. Then when this is the can considered as a left, then go to the right. That is E. Then you go to the root. That is B. Then this will be taken as a left now. This will be taken as a right now. Then this will be taken as a root. But if you take this, okay, so this is also a root. It contains left. That is why F. Then we shall go for, there is no right here, go for root, that is C, then finally go for A. It's root. That is GD, EB, FCA. GD, EB, FCA. I request all of you to give your attendance in the chat box. Yes, you can see the thing over there. So same thing what we have obtained GD, EB, FCA. So this is the three traversals. Yes, dear students. Today we have completed Pixart binary search and binary tree traversals. So I'm going to stop today's class here. So in the next class, I am going to engage multiplication of large integers. Okay. If we complete a multiplication of large integers, maybe the second module will be over. Okay. If you have any queries, you can ask me now. Okay. Don't have any queries. I request all of you to give your attendance to the chat box. Okay then. Shall we stop then? Thank you so much for joining the session, dear students. Please take care of yourself. Once again, thank you so much for joining analysis and data. Thank you. Thank you.